Okay, I'm recording.
I don't see the little red dot. Oh, it says Samuel Young is starting record.
Yeah,
Okay.
I recognize.
Even though it still doesn't, oh, there, is that the dot?
It says it
'Cause-
on my screen.
Okay, because you do it right, usually you see a little red dot somewhere.
Yeah.
We learned from experience. We're like, oh, where's the dot?
Yeah.
So how's it going? Did you go on vacation to like Europe?
No, we were in South America. We went down to Peru and Colombia.
Okay, I just knew it was, remember Spanish with Paul. I knew there was some place in March or April you were going. I made it.
It was amazing.
I told you.
Yeah,
Somebody asked, huh?
You hooked me up. I did like 30 to 45 minutes a night, and I was down there. And like, great. You really came through for me. I appreciate it.
You were obloing. No, I was in the dentist's office, and dentist is, Asian, but I didn't know which country. And I said, which language do you speak that's not English? And he goes, Mandarin. And then he's about to proceed to tell me what Mandarin is. And I said, I know that. I said, I'm just a polyglot. I'm just trying to figure out which version is spoken more often, Cantonese or Mandarin.
Yeah.
And so after a while, he goes, well, how do you learn how to speak languages? I said, YouTube. It's like, really?
Yeah.
He said, because I just want my Spanish to be better. He said, my other office, 80% of the clientele is Spanish speaking, and I have to wait for an interpreter. And I'm sure it's really simple stuff. Mm-hmm. And I said, well, if you want to do that, nobody I referred to this guy. Everybody comes back and says it's great. I said, go look on YouTube for Spanish with Paul.
You need some kind of like kickback from that.
I don't get any money for it or anything, dude. I need to have some kind of affiliate money thing. But yeah, he does a really good job. So
you gotta get it going.
Well, good. I'm glad that was good for you.
Yeah. Do you have a good break?
Like it was, it's weird. Our break not being at the same time as the school break.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's why
so.
Boundary.
No, I know, but it's like so my best friend was coming into town, and that was planned way before I figured out the school break and the grad school, the Bridges break and Bridges grad school break aren't the same. You would assume they'd be exactly the same, but they're not. So it wasn't that, it could have been more restful, but it was, still good to have one. It's good to have a break.
That's good.
And my kids are on break this week without any parent being on break with them. I mean, yeah.
That's always fun.
Yeah. But yesterday one was sick, so I was home with them.
Yeah.
And I think my husband took vacation day today to stay. But yeah. Huh?
I said you guys got to tag team it.
Oh, we totally have the tag team, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you so have you been, how's it been going with
trying to get caught up? So I've been like doing all the readings and all the different exercises.
Well, just the Tai Chi stuff and stuff. How is it going with all the?
Like I don't.
There's a lot of movement.
Actually, there was this guy when I taught in San Francisco. He was like the therapist at my school. I taught at this like probation lockup school.
Mm-hmm.
It was like this, almost like this, like Apocalypse Now type thing. Like the playground blacktop would be like crazy. All the kids were acting up and fighting. And then there would be this one dude, his name was Ernest, like this old sage. And he'd be in the middle of it, like doing the Tai Chi and all that stuff. Yeah, and like all these kids just falling all over around him. And he was just like moving this energy. It was really cool. It's definitely not my thing. I like the basic stuff, to be honest, like the day one, like the belly breaths and the hands.
Yeah.
That's me right there. Yeah.
I'm surprised that I don't hate it more. I'm surprised that I like it as much as I do, because I've consciously tried to do Tai Chi in the past and had come to the conclusion that I'm not somebody who Tai Chi is for. Yoga is as slow as I could get. Yeah. Yoga had the right amount of engagement to keep an ADHD brain going, but enough engagement that I can't think. I can't think and stay standing up at the same time. So it was perfect. It would shortcut the problem. And so I just at some point said my, meditative practice would just be yoga, and I'd be happy with that. And I had avoided Tai Chi and made terrible fun. Me and Vincent, we make so much fun of Jason. Man, he was at the beach. Were you there for beach day?
Yeah, I was there. I don't remember. I didn't know all you guys at the time, so I didn't really.
Beach day at some point. Jason is doing Tai Chi on the beach because you're like that. That's a great place to do it.
Yeah.
And so I point out, and Vincent and we're watching, and I try to take a video of it so we can like tease him later.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like he's moving. it's going so slow that you can't even take a video. It's just like, okay, well, this really isn't doing anything. It was the funniest thing ever. But so now Jason's having a great time because he's become sensei. And now he comes to our class at 8 a.m. in the morning. And anybody who wants to practice with him, he's teaching us form and stuff like that because he's been doing this forever. He's been doing it forever. So he turned out to some good books because I was a little annoyed that our book seemed very religious, like it was non-secular. It was like real specific to Buddhism.
Yeah, I find that hard to crack. Like all these like, I don't know, Dharma this and that stuff. I've studied Buddhism, but I just get lost in the vernacular. Like these words are so foreign to me.
Well, I thought it was me. I thought I just wasn't paying enough attention. So then I got the Kindle book. And actually did a word search. I'm like, maybe you're not getting the Dhamma, Dhamma, because he probably told you what it was earlier and you just didn't see it. Yeah. I did a word search. I was like, no, I didn't miss it. Yeah. He never defined it.
Yeah.
It's like Kim talks about.
I'm just in the beginning now because I'm just getting caught up, and it's like it just kind of jumps in, and I thought the same thing. I was like, maybe that was one of the videos I don't watch or something.
I thought it was me, and then I did a search. He uses words that he doesn't first define.
Yeah.
And then if you do the look up the dictionary or the Wikipedia thing, there's different meanings for different places. They're like, well, if it's the part of Buddhism that's like Tada, Tadasarian or something like that, they mean this, but these other Buddhists, this means this. And I'm like, is Dharma? I can't even
I've studied Buddhism. I took a course on like world religions. I've traveled to China and I went to like lectures on Buddhism.
Well, good. I don't feel so stupid anymore. But it was like I was literally had two windows open, like one for Kindle, one in Wikipedia, and even trying to find it, you still couldn't tell which way he meant it. And I think it's because it's a book. Well, I went to Amazon.com and looked at the reviews, and I was like, oh, I get it. All the people who hated it were new people, and people who liked it even said, this is an more advanced text. Like you have to kind of know something coming in.
It's like a mom writing about kids and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, I can follow this.
Yeah, you don't have a kid yet. You're like, okay, yeah. So it's a little bit, he's writing for his crowd. He's writing for the in crowd who has already bought in.
Yeah.
And you have to explain everything. But like, I haven't bought in yet, and I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But I like the other book a lot, so I haven't been having much problems.
I'm with the other one more too. It's good.
And what I've just done too is I actually, it's so funny. I just leaned in real hard on tons of other books on Buddhism. I'm like, I'm not smart enough to read this one book. Jason turned me on to Alan Watts. His stuff was really good. And then John Zabikin, all his stuff on YouTube is good. And then even this author has another book that's good. The author has something called 7 something of mindfulness. And even that one I found to be
better.
Yeah, but the real truth is the guy's a good speaker. If you listen to him, maybe you should do that. If you listen to his speeches, he's great. When you read it on paper, it's not really.
Right now.
Huh?
I'm just trying to get caught up. I'm not. Yeah. You got way more time or something.
No, it's just because I'm like, I feel bad. So I'm not trying to reject it, but it's not sticking because it's not written for me. So I listened to his YouTube speeches and I'm like, oh, this is why people adore him. He actually knows what he's talking about. He's actually smart, but he started at this level and I'm coming in here.
Yeah.
And so I found it easier to listen to him than
Habit Zen guy. He's pretty easy to follow.
Oh, he's great. But he's totally secular. And I mean, I think he is a Buddhist, but he describes it in a way that is non-religious, He's
against all the dogma.
Yeah. Because it's proven. I mean, I know it started out originally as because Jason said, well, there used to be no way to describe it without Buddhism. He said, I don't even know how you could describe it without Buddhism because he came into it from that standpoint. And he said, but, and back then maybe when I started studying, that was true. But now there's so many secular because people know that the science is saying, this is good for you. This is good for you. Like it's becoming a known thing. Like in 20 years, everybody's going to either meditate or pretend to meditate or something because all the evidence points to it being really good for your brain and good for your body and good for your life and good for students.
Well, it's just crazy now too.
So have you been trying? I've been trying to get students to be my
Oh, you froze.
Oh, you're back. Okay.
All right.
I've been trying to get. Huh?
I actually like, I haven't done any of this stuff with my students, but because we have like the Copernomester system where like I don't know if you guys have that where it rotates. I don't think you do.
No.
So like every 5.5 weeks we have like a new semester. So like literally last week we finished like finals with one half of our students for the year. And even before I was like caught up in this class, I actually do a meditation on the last 2 days.
Mhm.
It's like, have you heard of Headspace?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I do a Headspace meditation because it's like right before they present, I make them watch like stupid, cute puppy videos, and then, and
So
then I do, like, a
relax.
meditation just to relax. Yeah, and
that's great.
yeah. So, but I hadn't even like, cracked the book and all that stuff yet. So I was just doing something like that. But I haven't done like these practices with my kids. Have you?
Well, so we're doing a lot of, me and Mary are both in the same classroom, so we do a lot of. Hey, we get to help the kids and do our school stuff at the same time. So yeah, like we did the thing where about posture, and we had them trudge around the classroom and see how it made them feel when your energy's blocked up by bad posture.
That one,
today,
by the way, because I'm sorry, I keep interrupting you.
No.
When I was in college, I went to like a motivational speech thing for like student leaders or whatever. And that was something that stuck with me. Was like this dude did a demonstration. He's like, put your head down, tell yourself you suck. And then he did this like, put your arm up and try to resist me pushing down. And like, obviously there was like no resistance. And then he's like, all right, now use your weak arm, but put your chin up and tell me how great you are. And then obviously there's a lot more resistance. So because I teach speech and debate, like when my kids get really down and they're like, oh, my speech is going to suck, I'm like, come here. And I'll like do this like come to Jesus thing,
Yeah.
I do that every so.
Great. All right. I'm stealing your puppy idea. You can feel free to keep giving me ideas. Mary wasn't there today, and they were cantankerous a couple times. So she's got this great bell, and I made them do a 3-minute meditation, which of course took 6 minutes because it was a minute of, well, why can't we do it for 30 seconds like we normally do?
Yeah.
Well, so-and-so, okay, they kept interrupting, and I was like, if you do it, and there's a problem, I'm going to start it over again. I'm going to start the timer over again. So probably maybe 5 minutes. It took probably 5 minutes to get a 3-minute meditation done for them to kind of like settle. But after they do it, it lasts for a while. It's stuck for the rest of the block. The rest of the block, they're like much calmer. But I have one student who I'm trying to get to be my project for the class. He needs it the most, and he's like super resistant. I mean, everything is everybody else's fault, and everybody makes him angry and everything. And he's really kind of I love him, but a lot of people don't like him. Kind of egotistical and everything. And I said, look, I get the feeling from you that you want to be a master of the universe, right? Like you want to rule the world, right? He said, yeah. I said, you got to start mastering you. Because right now, all your power is in everybody else's hands, right? So so-and-so can make you mad. So it's going to make you. So if you do this with me, we could really work on, you need the power that nobody else can do stuff to you. If you master your own, his ability to, control his emotions. Huh? That's
pretty profound right there.
They can get it when you put it in a way. I'm trying to tell them it's in your best interest. It's not me telling you, you should be a peaceful monk. Like, dude, you want to rule the world, start by being able to control yourself, because you can't get anywhere else until you do that. Right. So today he had a little meltdown, and maybe he might say yes. I told him also, look, you can probably get out of class sometime. Sometime I probably have to go outside with you to help him. There's benefits to doing this. You should consider doing this.
Yeah.
But some of the kids who need it most, we're not sure if we can. Huh?
I said you make good sales pitch.
and a terrible salesman. It's so funny. Like socially, I can convince people stuff.
Yeah. Terrible.
I think I feel guilty about sales, so I can't do it because it just feels wrong. Like, I'm going to make you buy a car. No.
Yeah.
So I keep doing the same couple of exercises because Jason tells me my form is totally wrong. Totally wrong. Oh, well, anybody can tell that you didn't do that right. I'm like,
Crush.
So I'm still working on, some of the more basic ones. I like the mountain one. That one's easy. But the Song of Six takes, you have to memorize a sequence. B, you have to do it 3, 6, or 9 times. So you have to memorize the sequence well enough that counting wouldn't throw you off. And theoretically, and probably you should be able to do it so automatically that you're actually not even counting, nor are you remembering. So I'm sticking with that one because if I keep doing it, at some point I'm going to actually get it right. Imagine that.
I mean, that's good. I find that a lot of these, like, I either have a hard time with them. One of them really like the tiger one.
Yeah, I like that one.
That one. That one's chill. That's like my free throw. It's like my bread and butter. But all the other ones like remind me of a different like phase, like the smiling one that you were talking about, or whatever. Like when my first 2 years teaching, I was really good about like always being forward, but I found that like as being a teacher has more and more like digital demands, like as we get more into like email culture and all this crap, I'm like never at the door anymore. I'm always like trying to send something off right before the kids come in.
Yeah.
I used to be really good about that. And I still make a point to like say like, hey, like every person's name when they walk in, but it's not the same. It's not the same. But I notice it does make a big deal when when they come in, I give them like tease them about one little thing. I notice that like kind of elevates the room a little bit, or it gives me a read if someone's in a bad place.
Yeah. You know, we have babies you have real kids.
Well,
you have teenagers.
You'd be surprised how little they and you know my like religious background, my dad's Jewish and my mom's Catholic, and
so you feel guilty about everything for no reason all the time.
Everything all the time. Are you okay? I'm sorry.
I must have done something wrong.
So there's like this thing in the Jewish faith, it's probably in every faith, which is just gratitude, but like my dad does this thing every morning and he's like, thank you God for my legs, like thank you for my vision. So like that morning gratitude one, I probably liked that the most with the tiger one in terms of like just it kind of makes me feel like connected to my part of my heritage, which I'm not really that connected to, and it also makes me feel like I'm actually really grateful.
Yeah,
things that you just expect to get up and your feet go under you. So it's good.
I do it when I wake up. I'm in the bed and I'm trying to buy time with myself. Like I don't really want to get up, but I don't want to fall back asleep again.
Yeah.
So I do the gratitude thing, and that way I buy myself like a couple more minutes in bed, and then I wake up all happy and kind of buttery because you've just been bathing in all the things you like and all the things you're grateful for. You know.
I'm not there yet. It's just snooze.
I've done it before. A lot of the stuff that I'm doing well is stuff that I've already done. The stuff that's new, I'm not doing so well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Smiling eyes, like, yeah, I've done that before. I've done that before. The other stuff that's new is a little bit more of a struggle, but you know, it's definitely growth. And I was telling Mary, I think we're going to have to start doing, we should make them every transition when they come in the classroom for our little kids, there should be at least a minute meditation or moment of silence. It doesn't have to be meditation, but ring the bell and therefore a minute each time, because they come in with the energy of playground fights or playground excitement or all this stuff. And if on a daily basis, they have 4 blocks where they get to remember, I have control, I have the ability to calm down. Like, that's powerful. It's powerful.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think that's an important skill set. I mean, in the high school, I start every class with a focus question, which is like bell work. And, you know, the students think it's for one reason, but one of the main reasons I do that is just to get them to calm down and just give me 3 minutes to take attendance, set whatever up. Yeah. And so it's kind of, I guess, maybe a high school version. They're not really as mindful because I'm actually kind of tricking them, but it works for me for my wellness, I guess.
See, we have one like that called the Go activity, and you give them some kind of very easy thing for them to do to focus, but they still don't come down enough. And again, then if they come down, but they don't really know why, and they don't know that they're doing it. Yeah. And so I think by having them consciously decide, like, hey, I'm going to be quiet for this many minutes, you know, and they get more comfortable with knowing that they can, because I think sometimes you think you can't shut up. ADHD, you think my head will burst if I'm quiet. Like if I sit quiet, my poo will pop off literally. And to find that, oh no, I can actually do that and be okay, it's like very, you know, it's a revelation to them. So
yeah, when I did the pre final presentation meditation with Headspace, one of my students is like, yeah, right, Mr. Sam, like I have ADHD and autism, good luck. And then like within 30 seconds he was super into it, and then he's like, that was actually awesome. And so you know, it's like you just make it the norm. Like, no, everyone's doing this, and we're gonna do it together.
Yeah.
Like, go.
Yeah.
Good. But yeah, I got to keep doing the stuff. I don't like anything with numbers. If they're like 6 or 9 or whatever, that's like not relaxing for me. I can't stop thinking about the numbers. I'm like, was that 5 or 6? Am I done or am I not?
I just decide that I think this feels about 6. I go for 6 every time.
Yeah.
And I like only half count because like you said, the point of the thing is to relax. So if you're so busy counting that you're not relaxing, you're shooting yourself in the foot.
Right.
So I have an approximation. So I bet you a lot of times it actually is 6. I bet you every now and then it's 7. I don't know. And I'm happy to not know and it feels fine.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I can't really like count it out, you know?
That's right.
So, but all right. You said you had to go. What you had to get out of the house. Oh, we're doing okay.
I gotta go though. I gotta have some dinner real quick.
Yeah, I actually haven't eaten. All right. Well, it's good seeing you back in here. And yeah, Donna has serious real life stuff going on. Even though I forgot, you know, I thought about it. I was like, oh, her mom's sick. She said 94-year-old mother. I'm like, you got
that's good genes.
Great genes, girl.
Yeah.
That's like some good stuff.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
She's having stuff. She might be able to join back next week. Really, it's not her main focus right now, nor should it be because she's trying to.
I was just off gallivanting around. I feel bad you guys had to carry the weight. So if I need to like take more weight off her shoulders, and your shoulders or whatever.
Because we're all working on ourselves. We're not carrying weight for other people. We're all working on ourselves, so it's all fine. It's all good. Namaste. All right, you're gonna hit, wait. So you're gonna hit stop, and you're gonna.